I'm not backing up. You tell him to back up.
Okay, everyone back up.
All right. I'm already documenting all this, okay?
Sir, I understand that, but you're instigating.
We are in our yard. Look.
Right now.
That was locked up. My bag. That's about it, man. You know what I'm saying? Ain't got to go through that with nobody else. That's my weed in my pocket.
Two situations, two powerful lessons. When faced with a choice, do we act on instinct or think it through? The unexpected twists in this video will surely make you question how to handle real-life dilemmas. Sometimes, a small decision can change everything. Watch until the end and share your thoughts. What would you do in these situations?
Now we're on the sidewalk. It's public. Hello.
Hi.
How's it going?
So, sorry to call you.
Sorry.
We were advised to call you, so we're on vacation. I don't know if you guys have been here at any of the calls that we've gotten so far, but basically the entire time this guy is just intentionally trying to run. We're trying so hard to tiptoe. We don't play loud music, you know, but every day he's calling. He was then taking pictures of our friend in here. Our friend was in here changing.
Yeah, so we had the neighbors, because we befriended some of the neighbors, obviously. Yeah. So my man, and this is just one of the pictures. I guess he was over here approximately 5 to 10 minutes taking pictures and videos, walking around. Like, no, his yard ends way over there.
Yeah.
So, I mean, in this particular one, he's in the street, but he was on the other side, this side, walking around, just taking videos and pictures of our stuff.
So the city advised us to call, because at this point, we're just like, we're trying to enjoy our vacation. We've literally, you know, everything we're told to do, we do. We've gotten a ticket for things we didn't even know, you know what I mean? We're just kind of not having the best vacation.
I get you. Unfortunately, he's a person that calls about this all the time. Yeah. For every person that's here, since it's an Airbnb, he always calls on people on noise ordinance, parking, everything. So him doing this is no surprise. Okay. But you said you spoke to the city and they told you to make a report?
They did.
Yeah, the lady advised me because she's literally been here we got here Monday, and I've had you guys or her out here every single day.
Code enforcement?
Yeah. Code enforcement.
So when are you guys here?
This video is absolutely captivating. Right from the start, the situation grabs the audience's attention with its intense twists. What will happen next? Let's watch and uncover this surprising story together.
I mean, right now, obviously, there's no violations I see or anything like that. He usually, what he likes to do is call about the noise ordinance and then the parking, right? Okay. Obviously, right now, it looks like the parking's good, and obviously, there's no noise. He's not here, so
if I'm parked right here, straight ways this way, is that okay?
Yeah, if you're parked right here, as long as you're not blocking the sidewalk, you're good.
Okay, cool.
Because that's where I had it at, and we got this note now from the city saying that we can't park here.
Was it blocking the sidewalk?
No. It was perfectly in between the street and here. It was not touching the grass. The tires were on this concrete pad right in the middle.
Really?
I mean, you can see right where it was sitting. That the AC was running.
And it was just a car? Just a regular car?
It was this van right here.
Yeah, it was this part.
Okay.
Yeah,
it was literally just parked right there, just like that.
Yeah. I mean, the city itself also has their own different ordinances that they follow. There's like very, different kind of, ordinances and within an ordinance. So maybe there is one specifically for like this type of vehicle not being parked here or something like that. I wouldn't know. I just know is that as long as it's not blocking traffic and it's not in the middle of the roadway blocking sidewalk or blocking traffic, you guys are good. Or if it's on someone else's property, obviously like, his grass or your grass, whatever, the swale, that's the only thing. But like I said, that's just the city itself. But if the city told you to call, what I can do is I'm going to do a report stating obviously what you just told me, that you guys are staying here till Sunday, so it's documented. He's not here, so obviously I can't talk to him, but I'm more than aware of who he is and what he calls about.
We kind of got that.
Who's renting this?
He is.
Do you have your license with you? Yeah, please.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We should probably stop because people aren't going to keep taking it lightly.
It's just frustrating, you know what I mean?
It is frustrating.
I really wish I had nothing better to do with my life than just stuff like that, where it's like, obviously can't do anything about it. I feel bad for the people who own this place, Like,
they get fined pretty much weekly.
That's so sad.
They gotta follow their rules, and then the city does their thing, and it is what it is.
Oh, look.
Might be here. It might be his wife. I don't know.
Is she like that?
A little bit.
Yeah.
So you guys out here just vacation from Michigan?
Mm-hmm. We're out here for a bike trip, and I told Airbnb that that's the only time I travel is for bike trips. I make sure to tell every Airbnb, I'm coming for a bike trip.
And how many of you are staying here?
Under 10.
I would say if it's 10,
so
and I think there's like 8 or 9 of us.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
But yeah,
8 of you? Okay.
And I mean, we've been coming and going quietly with the bikes and all that. We respect it. We all got kids at home and stuff.
Boss, you don't gotta do all that. Hey, sir, you don't gotta do all that.
Sir, please don't engage.
This is truly a thought-provoking situation. The story not only reflects reality, but also makes the audience question how to handle such situations in life. This is definitely a valuable lesson everyone should learn.
It is what it is, all right?
Sir.
What's a good phone number for you?
Sir.
So he took pictures of your cars. He was taking pictures inside as well, you said?
I mean, I don't know if he was taking videos of inside of the house, but he was up here walking
Like right
through the
here on
driveway,
the driveway?
walking around the side. Yeah, he was up in our driveway.
Recording everything.
Getting recorded, trying to get in, like, you know, holding, like, I can show you the picture again. He's plainly holding his thing up to the windows to see inside for what purpose, you know what I mean? Like,
and that was when the car was here?
Yeah, yep. So the city enforcement lady had told me to move it. So when we called you, I moved it to right here. Yeah. So this picture's 6 in the morning from that day.
So you moved it, and then that's when you called it after.
So she was here. She came here to tell me I need to move the van because it was parked like that, right? And while she was here, she said, hey, the neighbor lady across the street has some pictures and stuff for you to go talk to her. So I go over there, I move the van because, you know, I got a thing on the door. Property man, back up. Back up off my property.
Hey, everyone just back up. Just go back, okay?
He's walking
back. All right, everyone go back. I'm going to go talk to him. Just go back. You instigated this, right?
I'm not backing up.
You tell him to back up. Hey, everyone back up.
Back up, all right? I'm already documenting all this, okay?
Sir, I understand that, but you're instigating.
We are in our yard. Look.
Right now we're on the sidewalk. It's public. Both of you are doing that. But you guys are starting a disturbance, okay? So this is not necessary, okay? Can you back up? All right.
Case for what? Just so you know, I already looked up your background. We heard about your previous charges, buddy. You keep doing pedophile shit over here, man.
All right.
Hey, the city inspector told me. My man's a pedo. You like touching kids and taking pictures of people in their van.
They can do that. You're doing it. They're doing it.
See, this is what I didn't want to happen, honestly. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been keeping everything so
They're recording you.
I really didn't want this to happen. Like, we're not these people, you know what I'm saying?
Generous.
So,
This guy really chill.
I get you. It's frustrating. I get it.
hey, we're doing what you're doing.
Over there.
You got 3 more days of this shit. Hey, let's grab some lawn chairs.
Let's just look at it this way. You guys are going to be here till Sunday. You guys can't keep doing this because then not only will he call, but then neighbors will call, and you guys are going to get kicked out. So tell your friends to...
Hey, we'll try again tomorrow, buddy. Don't worry. Come.
You're the one harassing us.
Come on. All right.
We're going to be back for sure.
Thank you guys. Sorry.
Just so you're aware, this is an Airbnb. So if you guys keep getting complaints, you guys will get kicked out. And you guys were here till Sunday. You guys are going to have to somehow coexist with this guy, okay? I know it's frustrating,
We
but
haven't done nothing.
I get that. But doing what you just did is going to make you get kicked out, okay? So everyone goes through this, okay? Unfortunately, you guys chose the worst Airbnb possible. That's just how it is. That's going to happen every single time you guys interact with him. It's going to happen. He's going to call us, you're going to call us, or the neighbor's going to call us, and then you guys are going to get kicked out.
So what happens if the complaints are like BS?
Unnecessary.
What?
Like now. This obviously we all got.
If he calls for any like parking complaint or noise complaint, you know, we gotta investigate it, whatever, and go from there. But we don't just come.
Yes, we can't just for the amount of complaints. It can't be like, all right, sorry, you're out of here.
Well, that's up to the property. Yeah, the Airbnb. If they get a call saying that there's too many things going on here, the city will just call them and be like, hey, we need you to get these people out or whatever.
What can we do to protect ourselves? So
yeah,
we don't.
Seriously, we don't even do anything. They were shaking his hand, saying, "Hey, nice to meet you." We're
yeah, I get you.
In the beginning, like we do that. We
Like
travel to every freaking state available, and we have never had an issue. We've been courteous. We've always he's given flowers to the neighbors.
Yeah, he is.
I mean, we're very well-careered people.
Like I said, I've been telling them. Unfortunately, this is how it is with your neighbor. This is how it is with not just you guys, but anyone that comes here. He's gonna be like that. That's just how he is. Okay. He's with the city. He always works with the city about noise ordinance and a bunch of other ordinances. So as long as you guys follow the ordinances, he can't call. As long as you guys, the noise ordinance isn't violated, we won't be coming. You know, I'm still document obviously what happened here, but that's as far as we can go. The city will take the next necessary
So
steps.
I can't do anything about him taking snapping pictures of me and then changing?
did you see him actually like taking him?
We have a picture.
We have that picture.
Well, he showed me that one, but that was just the car.
She was in there.
I was in there.
They were.
You were inside the car?
Yes.
That's why I called. I'm like,
ready.
this is, you know, it's already uncomfortable. We have cameras on us and pool and stuff, whatever.
There's so many. I can only change so many places.
Right, but then to literally physically go up in there and be taking pictures and she's in there naked, like that is unacceptable.
No, of course. Oh, I didn't know you were inside.
Yeah. So I'm assuming he watched on his cameras people climb into the van, and then he walked over there. Like I said, like, what do you do? What's your camera up there on the window doing?
Okay. I was like, I'll just take my stuff and I'll go to the van and I will change and I will get ready in there. And
the van's basically an RV. We'll say that. It's RV.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. Okay.
And then he's knocking on the door and I'm like, what's going on? And he's like,
Yeah. He said, hey, get out of the van. I said, dude, I'm naked right now. Hold on. He said, dude's taking pictures in here.
Did he say anything to you guys?
No, that's the thing. Besides that moment right there, we have never said, when we very first pulled in, he pulled in, we said howdy, because I always walk around, hey, we're here for the week, we're bikes. If you have a problem, let us know, we'll keep it quiet, anything like that. So we said our due diligence, dude walks inside, calls the cops instantly. They come, okay, you can't have bikes on the side, we're unloading our shit in the
This video presents multiple interesting perspectives. It's not just a story. It sparks discussions on behavior, moral values, and life decisions. What do you think about this situation? Share your thoughts in the comments.
Not even was here 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Dude calls the cops on us, that was day one.
Okay.
So he can come up and take pictures in the window like that?
No, well, I mean, obviously I didn't know that she was in there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna talk to him to see if he has those, you know, if he has videos or whatever. Obviously I can't force him to show me, but I'm gonna ask him what he was, you know, intention
Sorry, you
or what
guys
he was
got to
doing.
deal with this.
I get that.
I know you got other.
And I'm still gonna document it on my report.
important shit to do.
That's gonna be sent to the city, so the city will also be aware of this. And then, like I said, they'll follow up on it.
This is too far.
But I would say, do you have the number of the lady that you spoke to?
Yeah, absolutely.
I would call her and just let her know what, you know, the incident that you just told me and what just happened now. That I'm gonna do another report. I'm gonna give you a case card about it. You know what else we can do? Obviously, it's not a lot. You guys, you have to coexist with him until Sunday, so 2 more days. It's just a frustrating situation, unfortunately.
Oh yeah, like every officer that's came on, that's what I told them. We're not here to cause trouble. We're a respectful group. You know what I'm saying? We're not.
We can only take apparently we just can't
We're not
do
drinking, we're not partying. We're here to fucking ride our bikes, and it's snowing back home. So you know we're here to enjoy the weather.
People do get agitated though. We got a lot of people here, and dudes taking naked pictures of us and stuff.
No, I hear you. That's not right.
You need to let him know.
I get
he needs to chill out because we are going to be here. And
that will be a problem.
It is going to be a problem.
You know, I'd hate to be walking my dog while he's walking his dog. You know what I'm saying?
Going in there to change into a bathing suit and making your picture taken and you're naked is not okay. So what can I do to protect myself besides you just walking over there? Can you tell him and tell him like that's against the law?
No, of course. I'm going to tell him that you can't be videoing people inside that are changing, obviously that are naked or whatever. And
Tom, that camera ain't going to save him whenever somebody sees him fucking doing that shit. Promise you, if I'd have seen him taking a picture of my girl,
that would have been really bad.
They wouldn't have been calling the police. I'd have been coming out here and taking care of my
That's why I called, and I want that to be known as that these guys, I mean, we got a bunch of boys here, right? And they're really trying to behave, but they're getting pissed. And now then one catches him taking it, and now we have a problem. Now testosterone is risen. Now it's
all over the internet.
Now it's going to be a problem. So now there is like reason.
It's no different if somebody went over there and stuck their phone against that window and took a picture. The same fucking situation. That's what this guy just did. He just took a picture directly in the fucking window, peeping Tom at her when she's naked.
I get you. So like I said, once he gets the case card, I'm gonna go talk to him. See exactly what his story is, obviously, what reasoning for this. But we'll go from there. Like I said, I'm gonna give you a case card that's gonna call the lady, the court enforcement lady, let her know, you know what I told you.
Thank you. We appreciate you guys. No, this is probably not the fun part of your job.
Just give me a second. Let me see the picture that you have.
So I can text it right to you.
No, I have an app for evidence thing, so I'll take a picture of it.
You married? He was at home and some dude took a picture of you through your window.
Obviously for today or for the next few days, you know it's frustrating. Just try to keep your cool. Don't engage on him unless he obviously comes on your property and starts doing things. Call us. But what you guys did just now, don't try to do that again because then it might escalate to something else and we don't want to have to come back. And he's gonna call back.
Yeah,
I get that. But
we didn't even want to deal with this at all.
I get that. But
come here and
it's frustrating, and I get that.
We threw a little gas at the end of the day. We threw some gas on it.
It is what it is. Now
he made the fire though. So.
Yeah, I'm gonna go talk to him. I'm gonna give him a case card as well because he asked for one. I'm gonna get his side of why he's harassing you guys, basically. But other than that, just keep your cool for the next few days because I know he's gonna call back again.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of time, but I'd just rather it not be because things got physical or something else escalated, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You guys have any other questions? All right, you guys can go inside, all right?
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, no problem.
I got you.
Thank you so much.
Real quick, earlier in the day, they have a picture, or someone has a picture of you going up to their cars and videoing their car or something like that.
Yeah.
Is there a reason you were doing that?
The car engine was on and the AC compressor was on. It's in violation of our ordinance.
Was someone inside?
Huh?
Was someone inside?
There's no one inside.
You couldn't see? No?
No.
Because they're saying there's people inside that were changing
No.
and you filmed them when they were
No.
naked.
No.
That's not true.
Do you want to bring a leadership? Is there a sergeant or a lieutenant?
We don't need that right now.
Huh?
We don't need
Well, I'm
that.
requesting a sergeant or lieutenant.
For what?
Why? Because you just allow them to harass me.
You harass them first
How did I harass them?
by going on their property and taking pictures.
No. Like,
Yes.
I wasn't on their property.
Well, that's what they said.
When was I on their property?
Earlier in the day. Neighbor
Okay,
said
so do you have proof of it?
it. Neighbor said it.
Which neighbor?
And I saw a picture that you were right there and videoing them inside when they were changing.
Which neighbor?
But your word against them. So it is what it is.
Which neighbor?
Don't worry about it. It doesn't matter.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Okay, I'd like to request
Okay, well you can call. You didn't make a call, right? So
Yes, I did.
okay,
I
you
sent-
did not make a call. When did
No,
you call?
I sent 3 emails this morning.
Okay, well when
Absolutely, to Chief Tarala and to
Okay.
Chief Cooper,
What
requesting their assistance.
did they respond back?
No, they did not.
Okay, well they're gonna respond back whenever
Okay,
they do.
can you please call for a sergeant or a lieutenant?
Reference
Huh?
reference what?
Because I'd like to show them the videos of what took place here. That I
They were
thought
on
was
their
completely
property and on
mishandled.
public property.
Did you not tell him to please step back?
He was, as I did advise him to step back.
Oh,
but
and
They weren't on your
he made
property.
sure he
Okay.
At no
wasn't
point were they on your property. They were recording the way you
Okay.
are, the way you always do. So what's the difference?
Are you allowed to camp out in the city
Camp
of
out?
Dania?
What do you mean camp out?
I'm
asking you, what do you mean
I was
by that?
talking to the code officer.
I'm talking about the reason we're here today. It has nothing to do with camping out or any of that.
That's what was reported to the city. That's
Okay, whatever was
to the
reported,
city.
that I wasn't involved in that, so I don't know.
Okay, so then why did you come here today?
I came for what they're saying that you're harassing them.
I'm harassing them.
Yes,
Okay.
and it's going to be documented. They have pictures. They have neighbors that were talking about it. So just like you have evidence, they have evidence. So
Okay, so
they'll take it
again-
up with the city.
Again, I would like to politely request.
You can call and ask them to come because there's no reason for them to come right now when you're the one who's harassing them.
No, but I wanted to share with them the
Okay,
emails
if
that
you
I
want to
sent
share
you.
it, the emails they do have it. There's no reason to share it again. You already shared it with them.
No, because you don't understand what was documented this morning.
That's fine. That's a different case. This one's one case. That's another case. So
But that's the reason I asked for your assistance this morning.
what do you mean this morning? I haven't talking
That's
to you.
why I
this
reached
morning.
out to BSO this morning to ask for your assistance. to
Was
deal
there a
with the
call
situation.
made for us to come out this morning?
There was an email made.
Okay, an email is not the same thing as a call.
So again, are you allowed to camp out anywhere in Dania residential property? Are we allowed to do that?
On their own property?
No, on our own property.
I wouldn't know.
You don't know.
Yeah.
Okay. Because the code officer came here this morning.
Okay. They did tell me. Yeah, they did tell
Christina
me.
Caserta, and I spoke with her.
What did
and
she
she
say?
specifically said, no, you're not.
Okay. So is that what they're doing?
I don't know. She investigated it.
Okay. So if she
Okay.
investigated, then
Okay, that's number one.
Okay.
Number two, she investigated it a day or two days ago.
Mm-hmm.
And she followed it up and she said, based on what they shared with me the day before, it doesn't appear what they've told me
Mm-hmm. Okay.
is accurate.
Okay.
So,
I get that. So what are you trying to ask me?
no, I'd like a leader, someone in a leadership
Okay, well,
position to come
if you
over
sent
here
the
because
emails
it seems
already-
like you're
Sent the email.
Life always puts us in difficult choices. The key is to stay calm and think carefully before making decisions. This video reminds us that every action has consequences, so always consider them thoroughly before acting.
Hey Dorsey, come all the way down. Flag and shares ring step because your speed. 81 and 70. Any weapons in the vehicle at all? No. Hold back one down for me. Any weapons at all? Your license and insurance? What is that? That's his license? What is it? Why is it in this? From where? But what is it in that bag like that? Jail? What are you in jail for? I don't know. What kind of little stuff? What are you in jail for? Am I serious? It's a question. It's a valid question. I need your license out of it. Can you take it out of that? What were you in jail for? Any weapons in here, sir? No weapons. So what were you arrested for? I'm asking you. Or I can read that paper if you just don't want to tell me. I don't know why that's just not hard to just say words. Go ahead and step out of the vehicle.
Hey, Doors, any weapons on you? Alright, come back here. Hey, one at a time, please. Thank you. Smell weed in the vehicle. You got a medical marijuana card? What's that? It's a burned odor of weed as well. Anything illegal in there? You gonna find anything in there when we search it? Narcotics.
Did you give me your ID or no?
No, that's my ID. I'm
trying to see this.
I'm trying to understand what is this for. It's only 11, and I was in a narcotic addiction.
So I can smell the odor of burnt marijuana emitting from the vehicle.
That was mad.
And I could see, I saw a shake in the presence on his shirt. So, anyone on probation or parole?
No.
You on probation or parole?
No.
What are you doing? Let's go. You good?
81 in the 70.
Step out.
For 81 in the 70. That's not valid.
Car, sir, before I tell you again. No, we smell weed. We're telling you to get out of the car. I don't care. I'm telling you what to do. Get out. Come back here. Thought there was nothing illegal in there. If that's all that there is, then we'll be okay. Being detained because you lied about it, and there's narcotics in the vehicle, allegedly. I smelled the bone odor of marijuana. And that means he's a liar, too. Unless he didn't know that's on you.
So what was he arrested for that you guys won't tell me? You know what it is. I don't know. You guys are refusing to tell us. Hear him, too. No. What was the kid that he was doing? It looks grown to me. How old is he? That's grown. So what was he arrested for? I don't know why it's hard to answer. Guns, drugs?
No, hell no.
Burglary, robbery?
Gotta be
Don't go reaching around. Keep your hands.
Stealing.
You're good.
Oh, this is stealing. That's what he was locked up for, stealing.
I feel like if it was just stealing, you would have just said that. I don't know why he's making that difficult.
Because he just aggravated. It was a long night. He just got felt out.
How about now? How about now? Huh? I didn't say put your shoes on. I said step out. Face the vehicle. Step to your left. Keep stepping to your left.
This situation feels so real and unexpected. If you were in this position, how would you handle it? Watch until the end to uncover the deep lesson behind the story. It might just change your perspective.
Was there anything in the vehicle? I didn't ask if you had anything.
I just came out of jail, bro. I just told you.
You don't have a mouth?
Right here. My judge paper, everything, right there in front of you.
For what? I want you to tell me.
You just open the paper?
Nope. All right, put your butt on the car. All right. Just for a second, stand over there with them, because I don't want to wear the... I'm going to close the door so puppies don't go nowhere.
Their Apostle shirt had the bleed on him. What was this guy 15 for?
Running from the police and shoplifting. About 20 of me?
Looks about 20. The big old nugget right here, too.
That was between the seat and there was a little bit more on this.
While you were searching it, the big guy said, I know they're going to take me again. So he clearly has a CH as well. Blunt right here.
Door over here.
They all said that there was nothing else in here, by the way. So, hey, we might have trafficking or possession with intent.
One baggie. Why are you acting surprised?
They got it. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be appointed to represent you. If at any time you wish to stop talking or have an attorney present, all questioning will be stopped at your request. Do you understand these rights?
You have rights.
Yo, do you understand these rights? Yes?
I do not understand.
I need a yes or a no. I need a verbal yes or a no.
I do not understand.
I'm sorry? You're detained right now, so for us to talk to you, we have to make sure that you understand your rights. So yes or no, you understand. Yo! Alright, have a seat now. Alright, have a seat in the back of my car, thanks. When you're ready to let me know if you understand, we'll come back and we'll talk to you. Alright, well, have a seat. Thank you. Sir, do you understand these rights? Okay. Essentially, what Deputy Dorsey was trying to explain to you, we're conducting a criminal investigation, so you're all legally detained right now. So while we're conducting this criminal investigation, you have to identify yourself. Right. So refusal to identify yourself would be a crime, which is what he was trying to explain to you, which means you have to. We're compelling you to at this point.
Compelling is basically forcing, right?
Yes.
Right. So
if you refuse, you go to jail.
I was never refusing, but I was just saying to self-incriminate myself.
We didn't ask you any incriminating questions. We asked you to identify yourself.
Now, if would you have been comfortable with me just saying my name?
Yes. Is that a trick question?
Nah. I was just because I was trying to tell him my name, but he wanted my ID specifically.
We want to talk to you. You want to talk to me?
About what?
What we just found. So can we talk back there? What's up, man?
Man, that's my little bit of weed, man. Some of it in my pocket, the rest of that in my bag, man.
This video portrays a situation that anyone could encounter in real life. The intense developments, the characters' reactions, and the final outcome truly make the audience think. Would you have acted differently in this scenario?
I was locked up. My bag, that's about it, man. You know what I'm saying? Ain't got to go through that with nobody else. That's my weed in my pocket. Come in the side door, because I was sitting up there a little while ago with my shoes at. Smoked the blunt. You know what I'm saying? And that's about it, man. It's my weed. Nobody else gonna know it's no weed in there.
That'd be nice to know. I mean, I'll be honest, it's not looking too good. You know what I mean? And if it's not yours, it's not yours. But we would like to know that type of stuff. Where are y'all? Sure, but not with a bunch of narcotics like that. Sorry, you don't know anybody. Are they gonna say the same thing? What about the baggie that was in the glove box? You don't know anything about that either? That was readily accessible to you. What you were in constructive possession of?
What was it? Empty baggie?
No. You were sitting there. You tell me.
I don't know.
Well, listen, bro. Do you know what constructive possession is? So, anywhere you would have like readily accessible to you, anywhere where you can reach and stuff like that. So, let's say the driver wouldn't be readily accessible to the driver to the glove box. You know what I mean? For you, it is. So who's to say? I don't know this to be true, but who's to say when that deputy got behind you, he's like, oh, put it in the glove box. You know what I mean? So, God forbid everybody here says the same thing. They probably will. They say, oh, I don't know anything about anything. Listen. They're gonna say they don't know about anything. Now it's readily accessible to you. You're gonna probably take the fall for it. You know what I mean? So that's why we're saying we want to know who did it. That way, if it's not yours, you go free. I'm sure they will. All right. You understood your rights and stuff, or you want to reread them? What's going on? Where you live? Were you visiting, or you go to school? Do you work, or?
Yeah, I work in New York.
What do you do?
I work for the Postal Service.
Postal Service? So you're a federal employee?
Huh?
You're a federal employee? Okay. Does that, you being arrested, does that mess with your job, or no?
Do you understand these rights? You need a verbal yes or no. Okay. You guys were coming to pick up the driver from South Florida? Okay. You guys all went down there together?
Yes.
Okay.
Baby, we ain't gotta go through none of this if they want to talk. That's my weed, man.
This story isn't just black or white. When we put ourselves in different perspectives, we see how each character's thoughts and actions make sense in their own way. Were their decisions right or wrong? Or does every choice have its own justification? Let's discuss.
While I was at the gym, waiting for him to come out, it took all night, like 8 hours. I came down with my dog. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was gonna be a nice trip. This is bullshit. I'm really mad. If he wasn't here, I would punch him in his face. No funny, because I got my 7th dog by the.
Are you guys all related?
My dogs, yo. What the are y'all doing?
Are you guys all related?
Hey, what the are y'all doing? So these is my babies. Don't play with my kids. I tell them that.
You going? You're saying all that's yours. Okay.
Everything. Look, I was sitting there. Look, as you can see, right? I was just up there. My sneakers is still up there. You know what I'm saying? I was sitting up there. I went and rolled me a blunt, stuck it on the side, man. You know what I'm saying?
When did you guys switch seats? Okay. Why do you have all that weed then? You're smoking that much weed. You selling it down there, or you selling it up there? Because I know you selling it in one place.
Listen, this is the thing, man. I'm from New York City, man. I have weed all day. Like, that is nothing.
Exactly. So there would be no reason for you to bring large quantities of South Florida with you.
Huh?
So there'd be no reason for to bring such a large quantity.
I didn't bag. I always got it there. I was just.
So you ride around with just the perfect amount of products to sell narcotics?
Nah, not to sell nothing. I smoke.
Okay. Well, that right there is selling.
Selling?
You been arrested before for possession?
Maybe 20-something years.
When's the last time you were arrested?
For possession.
For anything at all? For what?
2 months ago.
For what? What was the warrant for?
New York City. I believe I had a warrant.
I didn't say where. I said what was it for? Stealing? Okay. Have you been in prison?
Years.
How long did you spend in prison?
1 to 3.
1 to 3 for what? Stealing? Trafficking charges in the past or drug charges? With intent? Never arrested for sale? Okay. Are you on probation or parole right now? Okay. Are you have any open cases right now? The warrant? Anything else? So you're trying to say all that is yours, including the weed that was in the front. But were you smoking while you were driving or something then? What about the other ones? Just you. You were the only one smoking. So why would they have weed on their clothing if they weren't smoking either? So now you're lying to me. Yes. All right. You can have a seat in the back of my car over here.
I wish I knew voodoo. I curse these niggas, right?
Sometimes the way we react in a single moment can change our lives forever. This video is a reminder that staying calm, thinking carefully, and putting ourselves in others' shoes can help us make better decisions in tough situations.